tank in the shape of a cuboid, which is a box, a rectangular solid, is full of water. So indicate that's full. Okay. The water is drained from the tank at a rate of 8 liters per minute. The dimensions of the tank are given to the nearest 10 centimeters. And because liters, that means 8,000 centimeters cubed per minute. So because it's in centimeters, I'm going to change everything to centimeters. That's going to be 130, that's going to be 150, and that's going to be 100. Okay. Now, what it says is the rate at which the water is drained from the tank is given to the nearest 0.5 liters per minute. Okay. So that means it could be as low as 7.5 or as high as 8.49999, which is roughly, what would it be? It's pretty close to 8.5, isn't it? Okay. Now, what we're going to do next is we're going to calculate to the nearest minute the shortest time it takes to drain the tank. The shortest time it takes to drain the tank would mean minimum amount of water, the minimum volume of water, and the maximum drainage. A bit like a drink on a night out. The shorter the drink and the quicker you drink it, the faster it comes. Well, the larger the drink and the slower you drink it, the slower it's gone. Makes sense, doesn't it? Okay, so here's what we're going to do. The volume of the minimum is, we're going to turn 130 into 125. Someone would be on the calculator for this. 150, we're going to turn to 145. And then 100, I'm going to turn to 95. And how many centimeters cubed is that? 17,000? 172,000? 1,721,000? Thank you. Now, gents, we're now going to divide that by how much of this we're going to consume per minute, or how much we're going to drain per minute. And we're going to drain we're maximum drainage because we want it gone as quickly as possible. So we're not dividing by 8,000, we're dividing by 8,500. So will you do that now? And that's the answer in minutes for me. So what do we get? I'll go on, I'll try it. Go on. So what do you say? 202.57 minutes. Is that okay with you guys? Good. Good job. The nearest minute, 203 minutes. Now, we're going to go back. Yes. What? To make the minimum size, because it's measured to the nearest 10 centimeters. See the yellow part? So, did I add or take away? Take away. So, the minimum time to drain the tank is the minimum amount of water. So, I picked the minimum measurements possible. And then the maximum amount we take the water out by. Okay, that's what we had to do there. Now, this is the exact opposite this time. What is the exact opposite this time? Instead of, we're going to make it as large as possible. So how do we make this as large as possible? 130 turns to 100 turns to, and 150 turns to. Okay, now put that into your calculator and let me know. Preferably keen again. Somebody speaks my language. Thank you. Now, guys, that's the maximum amount of water we can have in the tank. But we want to drain it as long as possible. We want it to be the longest time possible. We're not going to drain at 8,000, are we? We're going to drain at what? 7.5, otherwise known as 7,500. The reason we're allowed to do that is it says that there's a tolerance of 0.5. So we're going to drain that at 7,500. Once again, divide it in and round it to the nearest minute for me. 95, so 293. Once again,